Hey, welcome to the Iron Meditation Podcast. I'm Coach Michael, and you can call me Misha. And this is a podcast where I talk about the art of living and lifting for the art is connected as the body and soul and the physical and the spiritual. So I had a nice conversation with my trainee today, and I tried to explain him the concept of kettlebell jerk, where you need to push the bells from your chest, not with your arms. And he was referring to his elbows. And I asked him, what do you think or what do you feel? Like what muscles are engaging when you think elbows? And it took several minutes, and then he replied that it's about biceps, triceps, everything basically that is connected and goes through the elbow. Said fine, now think about the sternum. What's happening now? He thought about it and said, like, my chest is moving. I said, beautiful, because this is a thoracic spine extension. Which brings me to the concept of references and stereotypes. For if I'll say a word meditation, each and every one of you will see something different. Be it a meditation in India, in China, in your local class that you're visiting, like lying on the floor sleeping, some dull and boring activities weak people do instead of lifting, etc. And why? Because your brain somehow learned and connected the word meditation with some referential points that surrounds you. And the moment it happened, I, as a coach, as a teacher, lost you, and you, as student, lost yourself. Because every time I will say the word meditation, your brain will automatically shut its inner ears, because the reference that you already learned and quote-unquote know will pop up. And it's like a white noise that is really hard to go through. So what I need to do is to change the word. I need to introduce a whole new concept, a different word, whatever the word may be, for your brain, like an alerted dog, to perk its ears and say, what did he say now? Like, what is this practice is all about? And then you're open to observe something different. And same as with kettlebell technique, it saves a vast amount of energies and absolutely unnecessary effort to going through the old stereotypes and references. And this goes a long way in our lives too, because what the word respect means to you, okay, like it depends who your father were usually. Was it a military guy who demanded it, like from his soldiers? Did you had a father? Because I didn't. Like, I don't know, like, to me respect is something different. So when we reintroduce and we changed merely the words, and yes, it's the NLP 101, okay, just change the language that you use and you will change your life, because you learn, like your brain will be rewiring itself for new concepts and meaning. And here's another example. When I got married a long time ago, my aunt asked me, like, does your wife do your dishes, cook the food, iron your clothes? And I said, nope. And my aunt was puzzled. And then she asked me, like, why you marry in the first place? And I replied, not for that. Like, I don't need a maid or a house lady, or I don't have to get married for that. I can pay it, and it will cost me way less than a wife costs. And anybody who is married will nodding and agree now. Okay, because it's a very costly business, especially if you have kids and you're selling yourself short just for somebody to cook your food and iron your clothes. There is a way deeper meaning to that thing that is marriage or relationship, and it's a broader context for the next episodes. So to my aunt, who's a post-Soviet era, marriage was completely different thing that it was to me, someone who was raised without a father and didn't had a family in the first place. Yeah, I had a mom, but it hadn't the family that I was seeing in the classical American and European films about this unity and partnership and this huge friendship that goes, for life. So this is something that I needed and wanted. And like ironing and cooking, come on, it's a mutual, responsibilities. Simple enough. So here you have it. Play with the concepts and see what you come up with. And if you want to share with me or tell me or reply to me, I'll be way glad to hear it and create a meaningful conversation with you. So you have a beautiful day, a beautiful weekend, and I'll meet you in the next episode.